handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional third eye savage. Y'all have been working too hard for something that didn't need sacrifice. Guess you didn't take it too far and won't value yourself for the right price. You are the reason they breathe and the reason their dreams unfold. So we gotta handle this. It's been ridiculous how we let haters get so inconspicuous. Watching my power, burning demons. You wanted a purge, open season. So drunk with illusion, don't see me coming. Meet your demise. I'm a woman. I do not conform to nobody's norms. I'm cleaning us up, sending the storms. High level vibration, increasing the pressure. You feeling my strength? This is my pleasure. You cannot handle this intellect.
That is. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. But we're going to make sure you can handle it. This is ExCons4 Trump live on Intellectual Radio. Remember, people, remember, go subscribe and share to the #1 radio show in the state. Daggone, that's even better. So go and station in the state. And black owned, black ran, black everything. So this is ExCons4 Trump live. Tyrone Muhammad with Carter Trust. And occasionally, I think we just stole Tracy here and there. But with that being said, man, thank you all for tuning in. And remember, live call in 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Sound like it's up.
Come on with them calls.
I got it.
Yes.
This is ExCons4 Trump live. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, you're speaking to Zamunda. How you doing?
Hey man, how you doing? Don't I know Stubbs Zamunda.
We ain't fighting with you today.
Ain't finna play with you
we
today.
Ain't fighting with you today.
Zamunda.
It's all about love.
No, I have a question that I always worry about.
You always worry. When you go get us a question for solution?
No, the solution is that you know how you talk about solution all the time. You try to make people to know what they have to do and all those things.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm trying to say to you, you are good at rap. Why you don't try to take the rap serious?
Because that's not my thing. I would rather we working on some stuff for real. I like that. That's a great question. And you're not the only one that said that. Even when I was younger, was playing around. But with that being said,
because the black people are making a lot of money. You can use that to make a lot of money.
I'm not trying to make money with that. That's not my skill set and talent. I want to make money. I should be rich for every life I save. Yeah, I mean, you got people making money and they killing lives. They making money off of this music, and people are dying. So if I save a life, shouldn't that be worth something?
You don't think there's too much people in the planet?
There's too much people in the planet. You know, God don't make no mistakes, and nothing. Oh no, it's so much. You know how many just in America alone? It's so much land. It's so much land that's uncultivated. It's so much, especially in them other countries as well. So it's a lot of plains of land that's uncultivated. It's a lot of mountain with trees and grass that's uncultivated. It's a lot of land in this earth that's uncultivated. We are not too many people. But with that, as far as the rap, what you said is I do want to do some spoken word or message to music, right? Talking about
try to do the killing rap where you get more people.
See, you know that ain't my style.
You know what? It's enough people doing that. That ain't what we all.
Yeah, I do killing rap, kill the devil, kill the enemy, kill that.
Killing rap, like shooting somebody and beating up a little shit and all those things.
Well, that's what sells, right?
Yes.
Well,
because now you know, I believe there's no God in this planet, you know. So now everybody worship the devil.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Nope, I'm not even getting ready to let you get away with that. Nope, stop it. Didn't I tell you we weren't gonna fight with you today?
No, you don't think you worship the devil?
No, I do not.
How? Tell me why you don't worship the devil.
Because I said I don't. And that should be enough. Ain't no because. Nope. Ain't.
So with that being said, you got another question or a statement?
that's why I'm building a devil church. So I'm trying to.
Okay, well, we won't be attending.
Well,
so
trust me,
this is not where you're gonna get your members from.
It's already a couple of those around.
Yep, and all you have to do is walk into one. Have a good day.
Everybody who come in the web block.
All right, take care. Thank you for calling in.
I cannot.
And well, listen, everything is on. I mean, everything is accepted. The stuff I've seen us accept over the last 4 years.
I get it.
It's amazing. It don't surprise me.
But you know what? And I understand why he feels that way.
It may be people with the devil church. I'm telling you, people worship the devil.
It is, and we understand that. But that ain't who we are, and so we're not going to deal with that on this platform. Because we don't worship the devil over here.
So let's deal with some topics and issues. Once again, 708-223-8953. Come on, give us a call. Let's talk about some real issues. Talk about anything that's concerning you or that you see and that you see we should be addressing, especially in light of this upcoming local elections in 2026. So, Carter, I watched City Council. I watched the $830 million budget pass.
It wasn't a budget. It was a loan. It was a bond.
A bond is whatever that is. A loan. Man, come on.
He better not be calling back.
He ain't calling back.
If it is, just hang up.
But yeah, I watched that, and I'm like, what the heck are we doing? We was already in debt. We was in debt. Now we in the. Are we ready? We was in debt, and then here we are again, taking out more debt for our children. What we talking about,
Are we taking the debt out for our children?
Shoot, we making more debt for our.
We're creating
debt.
What we're doing is we're creating a city that is going to be in so much debt that it'll be years and years and years before we get out of it. What angered me most about the vote, not even the vote, prior to the vote, was something that our mayor said.
Mm-hmm.
And what he said was basically, I don't understand what the problem is. I'm just doing what other mayors before me has done. My issue with that is, so we have a conglomerate of elected officials that have been getting it wrong for many years. And instead of making steps to fix it, to alleviate the problem, trying to find other revenue sources, or not giving away the whole house of cards to people from somewhere else and then asking the taxpayers to eat it.
What the bill?
Because that's what's happening. But you say other mayors got away with it, so I'm going to do it too. We elected you, at least I elected you, to do something different. I elected you to fix the problems that we had. That was my expectation. Not for you to come in and to have a cavalier attitude about making it worse. So people, now you think about this. If this was someone that was responsible for your finances, and I'm going to take out an $830 million loan, and over time, when I'm done paying it back, it will be paid back to the tune of $2.2 billion. In what world is that okay?
The same world that allowed them to take them parking meters for 99 years.
That doesn't make it okay. And that was some bull crap. I wasn't going to cuss. I ain't going to put no money in that cup today. That was some bull crap, Mr. Handman. And again, we're still paying for that. We'll be paying for those parking meters for years to come. So in addition to paying for that, now we have something else that we're going to be paying for.
What?
For years to come.
What is that?
And that's that debt that our mayor continues to put us in. And here's another thing. I had a conversation with someone earlier, kind of. And they were talking about reparations and the mayor's support for reparations.
Yeah.
And my response was, he can say whatever he wants to say.
Whatever you want to say.
How the heck he gonna pay for it?
How is he gonna pay? And who money?
And
who money?
Whose money is he gonna use? And generally, we know that when mandates like that come down, it generally involves federal money.
But even if you do something local, like Evanston did, even if you do something local, we still paying for it.
He ain't got no money to
I'm
do
saying we still paying for it.
I mean, look, he can't even balance the budget with the stuff he's supposed to pay for. So we can't even have a conversation about no extra stuff. But then you're talking about federal money that would have to also play a part in that. But our mayor insists on pissing off the person who got the purse strings.
And the governor.
We're going to get to him in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're standing your ground on this and you're pissing off the person that holds the purse, that's like me going home and talking smack to my husband and then asking him to get me a nice...
Can you
baby, my birthday is next week. This is what I want. And he probably looking at me like, yeah, okay, right, bet. You was in here all saucy a few minutes ago. Now you want me to buy you something. Mayor, it's the same premise. I know that you've heard that saying, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Oh, no.
You ain't, listen, I ain't asking you to kiss his behind, right. But if you got to pucker up a little bit, now is the time for you to probably do that.
Well, I don't see them puckering up. I see them doubling down.
And you know what?
And that is a problem.
That's why he got that
for the people.
6 to 7% approval rating.
We're gonna talk about that. and I just want to really honestly like that budget for sure, for real.
You want to like it? How?
No, I said talk about it. I'm saying I can't like that. I want to say to y'all that I think the blackest alderman is Lopez. The blackest alderman in city council to me is a Mexican. I'm gonna say it again.
Go figure.
The blackest alderman in city council is a Mexican. And the other thing about that is I watched him and I look at his vote. I look at their votes.
Yes.
They vote more against us than he votes for us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out because see, I don't know if he identifies as a Democrat. I think he does. He does.
He does.
And yet he's a free thinker. Somewhere in the water or somewhere in the food, maybe it's the city water, because Flint water pours in too. Maybe Chicago got a different type of poison water where it capitulates to party politics without ever creating independent thinkers that actually are there to serve the people. And I want to say this last thing before you comment, Carter, on that, on Lopez for sure. These people that we keep selecting, they don't act like they're afraid of us.
They are not. But you know why should they be? But
and I want to say to finish that point, they get the people, as George Blakemore said, you get what he say? You get what you vote for. You get the elected, you get the elected officials you vote for. You vote for the people that you get. Like that's a no-brainer. Everything we feeling and going through, you deserve it. I'm gonna say it again. You deserve it.
Well, so I'm not going to go that far because I know a little bit about how a lot of these elections, especially the aldermanic elections, are won because of the fact that so many people don't turn out to vote.
They get what they
You got to think about
Yeah.
the fact that a lot of these aldermen that are sitting have learned how to work the system. And what I mean by that is those of you who have relatives in nursing homes and in senior citizens buildings, listen to me, hear me. That is where most of these incompetent aldermen get their votes from. They have learned how to secure those buildings. They send their people in. They go in and they tell those people who to vote for. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I have observed. And it is a nice little setup that they have. So you think about this. If you are in most of these African American wards or black wards, there's at least 5 senior buildings in each ward, at least. And in some, there are more. And you think about there are at least 300 people in each one of these buildings. And if they go in and they get half of those people in all of those buildings to vote the way that they want them to, which is what they do, because they go in and they hold it down, you've won an election in some cases without even having the regular constituents to even show up to vote.
Well, they
Which
the
is
regular.
why
I think they the regular. Those elders.
Yeah.
In the past, in the church poll souls to the polls. I think that's the other thing. The churches.
But I think that we have to really start shedding the light on what is happening and how some of these people are continuing to get into office. And it is not because of any great job that they have done, but they've learned how to rig the system, because that's really what it is. And I would even go as far as to say that it's stealing votes. When you're going in and you're coercing our senior citizens to vote for you, or you go in and repeat their name 10 times, and so that those ones with dementia, because they've heard that name 10 or 15 times, that's all they know. And so, oh yeah, give me that one because I know that name. I've seen that name before. Or you take a turkey and a ham, or I ain't gonna call no names, or like the person who thought the people thought they were signing for a ham or a turkey and were actually signing petitions. They do cricket. Yeah, they do cricket stuff like that. And so those are the kinds of things that are happening. So if you're wondering how some of these people are continuing to get in office, it's because they're using our seniors. And so if you have senior relatives that are in those buildings and nursing homes, I'm telling you, during this next election season, go get those ballots and do them yourself. Don't allow those people to come in there and vote for your relatives. Because I'm telling you, they don't know who they are voting for in most cases. It's time out.
Well,
it's time to pull a cover off the games, people. Yeah, that's the game they play.
Well, I'm more pessimistic as it relates to just us. Like, they have no power. And I'm going to tell you like this. They have no power except the power you give them by not showing up. Or when you show up, you uninformed. You're uninformed when you show up. And a lot of us are letting these people give us these old boxes of food and a senior facility. And like you say, turkey and hams. And they're coercing our seniors.
Yes.
In a way because they're lonely.
Yep.
A lot of them, man, we deal with the seniors a lot at ECCSC. And so a lot of the seniors are lonely. No one ever visit them. When you see the joy in seniors' face, that's why I can't wait till we get our center rehab and shore up our center so that we can have bingo nights and elderly nights with our seniors. Like, that's something that I it makes me happy when I see the smile in those seniors' face, because their family member has abandoned them to old folks home, nursing homes, and what's those other little assisted living,
extended
and
care.
they never receive. I know I got my friend Mayo, and he would tell me, I mean, a lot of these people never get a visit. So when we come through there,
they are so excited.
Oh God! So imagine when the politicians come through there, talking that lying, sounding like Brandon to them. Sounding like J.B. Pritzker. See, social equity. See, we got to include in diversity, equity, inclusion. See, this stuff is a joke, man. They play on our emotions.
Yes.
They run our heartstrings to the ground. And a lot of our elders ain't lying, man. I know this is the case.
Yeah.
They dying of a broken heart.
They dying of broken hearts.
We violate these people every single day, and then say we love our elders, then we say we love our children, and then we say we love our women. When these are the three, not to overlook, brothers, so y'all ain't got to say that we get killed more than anything. But I'm telling you that as black men and as politicians who always use black women for their votes too.
Yep.
They claim they love black women issues so much, but yet black women health care is still at the lowest level, have birth defects, cancers. What? Black women is the fastest growing AIDS population and incarceration.
And this is today, people. And so I think that when you know, we don't talk a lot about AIDS and HIV, but I think that we got to have those conversations and remind people that disease is still out here. And right now it is rampant.
Our young folk, check this out. Is increasing in older people. Because the Viagra didn't come out
in the senior buildings. They old
now. But the kids, our teenagers, and with raunchy music, Polar Sisters. Every selfie can't be a porn movie.
But you know,
every selfie, these little girls, the stuff they do, you know, we used to have to real quick go downtown and break all that stuff up. The stuff the little girls be doing on top of cars and on the ground, it breaks your heart, because it's like, God, where are all the women that down here?
But let me just tell you this. I had got a story told to me yesterday by some educators about the 7th and 8th grade girls having blowjob parties.
Oh no, come on.
These are 7th and 8th grade girls.
Come on. Where they mama now?
Getting together and having blowjob parties. And my thing.
So who they having blowjob party with? The dildo or the little boys?
With the boys.
So it's not just it's just pretty 7th and 8th graders having.
These were the 7th and 8th grade, elementary school kids. And my thing is, and so I'm the mother of 5 boys.
Right.
And the first thing I said to the teachers is, I remember a couple of those boys I had to knock into the bathtub. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Nasty.
And you want to.
but see. But they're nasty anyway. It's a nasty act without understanding.
The fact that we don't, that our kids are just out here.
But it's some woke stuff going on that teach our kids to be fluid and sexually perverted.
That's true.
There's some stuff going on teaching them that. They ain't doing that on their own.
They're permitted. The teachers have been,
express yourself. Go play with yourself. And,
masturbate.
And I've heard.
Let me show you how to do it. And it's out there.
I've heard teenagers say blowjob ain't sex.
And let me just say this to the parents that are listening. Y'all better run on down to the schoolhouse and see what your kids being taught. Because at the end of the day, you still, as a parent, have a right to have a say in what your child is being taught. And you all are going to have to get up. Y'all gonna have to get up and go down to these schoolhouses and listen to and see. Sit in these classrooms and see the sexualization that is going on, that is being perpetuated, that is being taught. If you look at, and I keep on telling you guys, go to the Illinois Policy Institute, pull up CTU's current contract, the contract that is currently still being negotiated. And one of the reasons that they're having trouble getting that contract passed, one of the reasons that a portion of that $830 million that your mayor was trying to get to cipher over to the Board of Education, because remember, that was a large part of the meeting, was because a lot of the aldermen refused to vote to give them to allow that money to not be earmarked where the mayor could do what he wanted to do with it. So that was a part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to give so many millions of those dollars, like I think over 300 million, to the Board of Education or CTU or somewhere in that conglomerate. But what I'm saying to you is, people, go read the fine print. Go look at what they're asking for, what they're asking you to yield your tax dollars to. Right now, Mayor Brandon is on a listening tour where he is traveling around the city of Chicago trying to find out why we don't want to vote for him a second time. I don't understand why it's a problem.
Why his approval rating is
why his approval rating
is what is his approval rating?
It's 6%.
Oh wow!
It's 6%.
6%.
It is.
He don't believe it though. I don't.
And I did participate in the poll, and I did give him an
they
unfavorable
called you
rating.
for a poll.
They sent me a text, an email.
Oh wow!
And yes, I did participate, and yes, I gave him an unfavorable rating.
I ain't getting there.
Oh yeah, well.
Well,
yeah.
who sent this out?
It came from Illinois Policy Institute, I think. Or was it? No. Yeah, mine came from Illinois Policy Institute. No,
what?
It wasn't Illinois Policy.
Wrong.
Mine came from Illinois.
Okay,
Policy.
okay.
Yeah, mine came from Illinois Policy Institute.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is this:
wherever it come from, it's the same.
Here's the thing, Mayor, because we know you're in the bushes listening. Here's the thing, and I don't care how many times you run out there and how many churches you go to and how many ministers let you show up. They don't speak for us.
They don't.
They don't speak for the people.
Say it again. Pastors,
that's
y'all
not
don't speak
going
for
to
us.
change your approval rating.
That's true.
You are going to have
they
to.
one vote.
You're going to have to reset some of this BS you did. I don't know how you do
Ain't
that.
No resetting.
They
doubling down.
Well, that's why I said I don't know how he
they
would do
doubling
that,
down. He only the most. They not even smart enough to have meetings with the most vocal of our community. That don't make sense. But, if you're my enemy, if I need to neutralize you, right? I need to keep
I need to come and sit down and talk to you
and say, man,
and
look,
find out. Listen, how can we get some middle ground?
That for the rest of the time that I'm here,
especially
how can I help your community?
For somebody like me who supported your behind. Yeah. I did that.
You would think he would reach out to you and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry for disappointing.
Not only that. Not only did I support him, but I've also been one of the most vocal against him.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me, because they're listening to me, baby, they're not listening to you. So maybe, just maybe, you might want to sit down with Carter Trust and find out if you could change the trajectory of what I feel about you right now. Now, I'm going to be honest, you may be wasting your time, but it's worth a try.
Man, he meet with everybody else.
You meet with everybody else?
Every other nationality, every other persuasion, every other sect, everything.
But see what happens
the police and everybody that don't even like him.
That ego.
Yeah.
See, and I, like I said, I'm married to a black man with an ego. So I know how that ego thing works. But sometimes, brothers, y'all got to put that ego in your pocket, hold your head up, and come on, sit down and have a conversation. Because one of the things that Tyrone and I are always talking about, and even Tracy talked about this on the show last week, was Black unity, Black collaboration. And in order to get that, it means you got to sit down with some people you might not necessarily agree with.
That's right.
We have to be adult enough. This ain't high school. We don't have to like each other. We don't have to give a damn about each other. But the difference between Black people and every other ethnic group is that they're not airing their differences out in public. They're not refusing to sit down and talk to each other. They can come and get together for a common goal. We can't even come together for things that we agree about. Yes, I voted for Trump. I supported Trump. And I even switched over to the Republican Party, which probably was a mistake. And I'm willing to admit that, because what I probably should have did was stay neutral. Because at the end of the day, if the Republicans don't do what I need them to do, and right now I got some side eyes going on with them too, I'm going to switch up again. Because see, what I've come to the realization of is none of you elected officials, whether you be Democrat or Republican, are worthy of me being loyal to you, because you have not shown loyalty to me. And I don't ride for people who ain't riding for me. And so, see, Brandon, that's the problem. You talk Black talk, but you're not walking Black walk. You talk about the things that you're doing for the Black community when you come here, but it's not trickling down, brother. We ain't seeing it. We're not seeing what the migrants saw. Our people are not being taken care of the way that you take care of them. Our homeless people who need housing aren't getting it like they got it because y'all gave it all away, so that our people who are in need don't have anything because there's nothing available for them. See, brother, that's the problem that we have with you right now. Because you can talk that talk, but our people are still out here hurting. Our neighborhoods still look the same. Can you imagine what $1 billion could have done in Austin, Garfield, Inglewood, Roseland?
No.
Can you imagine?
No. I can't.
Can you imagine what driving down 119th would look like?
Okay.
What driving down Roosevelt would look like? What driving down Madison would look like? What driving down Chicago Avenue would look like if some of that money, just a little bit of it, had come home to the people here who have been in need. We didn't just wake up yesterday in need. Our people have been in need. And so when we look at that budget yesterday, and we look at what was in the budget, the line items, yeah, brother, you got some atoning to do. And I would even go as far as to say, hell, if you could go and pull some of that money back, you probably need to do that and make sure that it comes home. Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
We need you to put your money where your mouth is.
At this point, I'm really just looking to see who we gonna line up with for mayor. At this point, he's not gonna make the cut.
Yeah.
It'd be lucky if he may be like Lori. Remember how she didn't even make the
oh
top,
yeah, he definitely ain't.
She didn't make the top 3. Was it the top? She was at the bottom, right?
Yeah, she was at the bottom. He don't have a snowball chance in heck either.
I don't even think he may not make the cut this time. Like
he's not. And you know what? It's unfortunate. And what's really unfortunate about this is the fact that not only will he not make the cut, but he will make it difficult for every single Black person that is going to come behind him, because he done messed it up so bad that even as a Black woman, I'm like, I ain't gonna be. I don't know nobody who love brothers more than me. But I still got to be like,
we got cavity with Black. Black has given me cavities.
Listen.
Hey, listen,
Listen.
black has given me cavities, and I could care less.
Hey.
I could care less to
And-
vote for
and-
some black people because they black.
And isn't that terrible?
And that's over with for me. If you if you are a grown person and you got a lick of sense and a thought process, and you walk out your door, maybe you don't. If you maybe not the people on this live or out there, I may be speaking to the choir, but if you live in these neighborhoods and you walk outside your door and see the condition with dope fiends, hypes, all types of stuff that's getting worse. Young boys robbing, stealing, running rampant, little girls all out of order and disrespect. When you go outside your door and see the conditions of our community, for you to say anything about Trump, you really need to be smacked. Because there's no way in the world. For 60 years, we had one party in Chicago. 90. One party in Chicago. And in 2025, we talking about the most per capita black elected officials in the whole country.
Yes.
I'm going to say it again.
In the whole country.
Per capita.
Right here in Chicago.
The whole black elected officials in Chicago, across the state of Illinois, in the whole country. And you got something to open your mouth up and say about the stuff I hear them say about Trump. And they had nothing to say about Biden, who was walking dead. The stuff I hear, and they had nothing to say about Kamala. I'm looking at the vitriol
that they have
of a person who, one thing you can say about Trump, you can talk that all you want to. You can say, Project 2025 told y'all. I'm going to say this to you fools. He did what he said he was going to do. I look forward to seeing black elected officials do what they said they was going to do once they get elected for the community. You can talk about Trump all you want when they give you the mic. Claude, the man did doing everything he ran on with a mandate. He said, I got a mandate.
He got a mandate.
He doing everything he said he was going to do. Barack Obama had the Senate and the House. He passed half Obamacare, but he didn't pass none of the things that could have fixed our community.
That would have made things better.
Mass incarceration, police reforms.
All of
he
those
passed
things.
his gay same-sex marriage.
Right.
He passed the things that our community really didn't care about.
There was legislation for the Asian
really didn't
community.
Care about. We don't care
it
about
was
that.
like, you know, and what kills me is when I hear black elected officials say, well, I don't just represent you. Like we don't know who you represent.
White folks never.
But
say
I've
that.
never
They never say
heard
that.
a white person, an Asian person, a Middle Eastern person, a Latino person say, I don't just represent my people. And here's the but wait, and let me just get this last point out. And what's really troubling is y'all will get with them to help them make life better for their people and won't ask them to reciprocate.
That's what we're dealing with JB.
It's like,
the budget. That right there. Listen, we got a fool making a budget in Chicago, and we got a fool
making it for the
state. Two fools. The people are saying to them, listen, what about us? This man got up there on Black History Month, did his State of the State, did his budget meeting rather.
Yep.
And this man said nothing about how to fund black communities. This man went into talking about the Holocaust. as though the Holocaust was on America's soil.
During
He
Black
started
History-
talking about the Holocaust
during Black History
during
Month. now.
Black History Month, as though the Holocaust didn't happen to us on America's soil. Man, y'all need to stop saying the wrong thing. Hey, listen, I'm going to say it again. I'm not dealing with no reparations. That is never nothing Tyrone Muhammad gonna sit around and fight for. I think you're a coward. Every time we sit around, you telling somebody to give you something for what they did to you. I'm not asking my enemy to give me nothing for what he did to me. I'm gonna take it, withhold my resources, and build in my communities so that he can know that what he did to us, he will never do again. I'm going to ask the slave master children to give me resources, reparations,
for the pain they caused.
for the pain you caused, for what you created, your ancestors created, so that I could catch up with you. Man, I ain't never seen nobody except the Usain Bolt. He leave you so fast, he looking back and slowing down so you can catch up to make mockery of you. Man, I'm not giving you, first of all, if I did it to you, I intended to do it to you.
On purpose.
On purpose.
And that's
so why am I going on purpose,
and I'm
repair you? I'm going to
Right.
repair you on purpose.
Not only that,
I'm going to repair
but
you
you
on
also
purpose.
got to think about the fact that I'm even working to roll back some of the things that we've given you in order to benefit you, because that's also happening.
And most of the stuff y'all mad about Trump rolling back has nothing to do with you.
Because
has nothing to do with black people.
Because here's the thing. So, and when you talk about DEI, we've talked about that, and we ain't gonna stay on that. 6% of us were benefiting from that. There was no benefit. Oh, and while I'm on that, for those of you who want to participate in the boycott tomorrow, let me listen to me. Hear me, people.
Yeah, let's finish on this boycott. We got what, 10 minutes?
Hear me when I say
15 minutes. We got this
go on
boycott.
to Target, go on to Walmart, go on to the Apple Store, wherever you was going, wherever you've been going to spend your money. Because the fact of the matter is this: y'all gonna not shop there for one day,
but they're gonna buy enough stuff for 4 weeks.
But it's not even that.
Oh Lord!
Think about the fact that these places that y'all talking about boycotting, most of them employ the most blacks,
and they have black products,
and they have black products on the shelf. So I'm just saying, think about that. But if you really want to do something, if you really want to have a movement, you really want to create a movement, you really want to see your dollar go somewhere and mean something, how about taking your money tomorrow and buying black? How about taking your money this weekend, not just tomorrow, but I'm saying Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Find a black business, a black establishment to go in, spend some money, leave a nice tip. Go in and make a donation. Yeah. If you really want to see an impact that we can feel, do that.
I need to put in a post like, yeah, y'all wanna go boycott. All right, send a donation toward this organization or this here.
Absolutely.
Just really let me see. You want to donate, because since you scared to do something with the money, I ain't. I'm always a front. It's got to be an affront to an establishment. It's never an affront to an establishment that oppresses us. It doesn't matter if you boycott today. I look at the underlying issue.
Yeah.
What? Who is pushing the boycott? Here we go, them. Here we come again. Al Sharpton. Hey, they come. Here they come again. See, y'all, look. The Trump done expose all of these thieves.
Do y'all know
this
how
had
much?
nothing to do with y'all? This had nothing to do with the people. These Negroes when you look at
These
all the money,
the tap dancing.
they get all the money
Y'all
and
better-
resources into their church. As our shop, I wonder. I need to do some D2. We need to look at some stuff. How many grants you think Al Sharpton received?
I don't know that he
Like,
even receives grants because
he-
I'm sure that he makes so much money from the Democratic Party and
not
these
from
different.
that. What's the name of his organization?
Oh, he has a okay.
Yeah, he has a
We
nonprofit.
might have to pull them D2s.
Nah, what's
yeah.
the name of Al Sharpton, y'all organization?
Yeah, what's the name of Al
It's
Sharpton's
called because that Mallory girl was
leader?
a part. She was the leader of it at one point. The black sister. It's called oh God. Al Sharpton. Bottom line is he been getting money for a long time. This is almost like an Operation Push for New York. He has an organization, and he been getting money for a long time. And they every time they get in trouble, they cry foul.
Well, they talked about how much
He
money
got
the
a whole-
Democratic Party
yeah,
paid
man.
him this
Oh,
last
Lord,
election term. They
Lord.
paid him. Him and Roland Martin got nice money
Roland
to go
Martin.
out and
And
sell their souls to the devil.
Man, look. All I'm gonna
Y'all
say
better
is
quit.
y'all keep letting these people tell y'all what to do and not to do while delivering nothing for your community.
That part.
Y'all, it don't make sense. I'm gonna say it again. We were 3 trillion spending power as a people.
Yep.
Boycott, man, withhold our funds. Withhold our funds from these corporations for a year.
Yep.
And open our own stuff and guarantee you Amazon and all of them. They talk about Elon Musk and all this, and they use his products.
Yep.
They use this. They talk about these Bezos.
Yep.
And they use
And
these
we
people
use,
products.
we Amazon crazy.
One Bezos with Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all ain't boycotting Amazon.
They weren't supposed to. That's on the list.
Wait. I guarantee you.
I guarantee
you,
that Amazon stuff
lazy.
coming through every
You
neighborhood
lazy
tomorrow.
people. Every package. Every day I see a package coming on all the neighbors' block every day. Amazon roll the block like a dope dealer.
Yep. Every day.
Amazon roll the block like a dope dealer. And look,
Every day.
Amazon's so cold. Amazon alone with boxes and packages and styrofoam fill a whole city.
Yeah.
Can fill the whole with just trash.
Yeah.
Amazon packages every day will fill a landfill of a whole country.
Yeah.
Y'all talk that crap. Y'all don't hear them talking about environmental pollution that Amazon creates with all this packaging, and people take it and throw it out in the streets. I've seen it all up and down the street and in my yard. Just packages with Amazon, and like they took the package, took the thing out and
we don't even talk about the fact that how America and a lot of states load their garbage up and sends it over to Africa.
And to do it, dump it in that
they
beautiful land.
They put it on boats and dump it. You ain't know that?
No, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what, man? we America is falling. America is evil.
Well, you know,
America is broken.
America has some debts. And people
first is us.
And people are coming to collect.
Well, I don't even care about them collecting.
And I ain't even talking about black folks. It's time to collect.
That is.
And when I talk about collecting, people, I mean collecting in terms of becoming self-sufficient, becoming a group of people that work together amongst ourselves, becoming a people who are learning to rely on ourselves and not other people, not the man. Well, I think that, you know, as much as we may not like some of the things that Trump is doing, one of the best things that's going to come out of this is going to take us back to where we used to be, where we were self-sufficient. We didn't depend. Black folks we didn't ask anybody for anything. And what's going to happen as all of these set-asides are taken away and all of these extra things that the government gives us to keep us dependent, now we got to get out there and get it. Now we got to rely on
like the shorties. They
now
hustle.
we got to rely on families. Now you got to talk to Pookie now. Now you got to go over grandma's house and sit down and talk to her. Because, see, now you need her. Because grandma planned and you did.
That's what I'm looking at, kind of. As you know, I think we got like 7, 8 minutes left. Let's see. Yeah, like 7 minutes, 8 minutes left. I'm only interested in building and developing. I'm telling you, a lot of us are lost and we'll waste our time or not. We'll waste the rest of our lives trying to resurrect the dead, right? I think that, like welfare, I'd rather create multimillionaires that got a black thought.
Yeah.
And then create jobs and opportunity and training programs and behavior modification centers for mental health type stuff. Like to get our people acclimated to what God has for them in terms of the resurrection. And I just don't think of the mind and the body, because we sick with ailments all in our body, right?
Mhm.
Diabetes
From the food
and
we
food
eat,
we eat.
for how we live our
And
lives.
another thing we're gonna have to do is run these Arabs and Indians out our neighborhood selling this bad food. They don't partner with
Guys,
you.
we got
They
to
don't
stop.
partner with us. They don't partner
We
with
got to
us.
stop buying it. We
You
got to
gotta
stop. Yeah,
stop.
we got to stop.
Man, they got to go. Because you cannot go in their community
You cannot.
and open up limbs.
You cannot.
You can't go in their community and open up limbs.
You cannot.
They're not going to eat limbs. They're not going to eat limbs. You know why? Because the spices, the vegetables, the curing, the halal, the kosher types of meat that they eat is different from the garbage you eat from Moo and Noise.
And what's crazy is
it's different.
The stuff that they serve us in some of these stores, they wouldn't even dare serve in their community.
Absolutely wouldn't.
And the shame of it is that we feel like we don't have any alternatives, and we do. We do have alternatives.
We're gonna be forced kind of to love ourselves.
We ain't got no choice.
You don't have a choice. And when everybody is against you, and everybody is trying to, everyone has taken your rightful place and taken your due and taken your tax dollars and use it to better themselves. It's a crazy situation. We just had a bunch of migrants move on our block, and I'm really trying to be cool. And I watched the number of cars that these people have.
Yeah.
Golly. Hey, Tom Holman, I know what's on, man. Right now. I know what's on, man. I'm going to call you. I got some migrants right across the street from me. I know what's on, man. Hey, Tom Holman, and then get them cars that they driving illegally, that they bought with our tax dollars. Get them cars to these single women with children who has no vehicles. Y'all quit playing, man. Y'all, and the fact that they able to buy a car and have Illinois license plate. What's the heck? Hey, Lexi, you want to be mayor? Come on, man. How are they running around here with these license plates?
Listen, and state ID.
You
know how? Wait a minute. I never forget. I don't know if you know. Not Malcolm Crawford, but I remember Malcolm Crawford's father, Minister Crawford. And I remember him talking about years ago, 30, 40 years ago, how hard it was for men who were entering the system after coming out of the prison, how hard it was for them to get a state ID.
What? Yeah, we had to do that. We pushed for that from prison. Then we came home. It took me almost 2-3 months just to get an ID. Here they are saying they want to keep up with returning citizen and somebody that's got a murder registry or sex offender cases. They want to keep up with you, but you don't even have ID. So they lying. They don't care about the public safety. Furthermore, we pushed with Willie Preston. Yeah. That was one of his first initiatives. And Surreal Nichols. Who else? Maddie Hunter, I think. And we pushed so that the ID, we was intricate. ECCSC was intricate in that, making sure that ex-felons, when they come home, they had an ID before they ever got out of prison. Because that's what you had.
Because
I've been in Biden for 20 years. You know me.
That's the first thing that you have to
You
have.
need that.
That's the first thing that you have to have. And what troubles me is how just simple things that we need for everyday life that we have to work and struggle so hard for, they're able to walk in and to get. It amazes me. And then we have our elected officials who right now are standing back. Well, what's wrong? Well, I don't understand what's wrong. I don't understand why you upset.
You know what
I don't understand why I don't even give a darn why they don't understand.
But God is.
When
we not want to say it, they blind, deaf, and dumb. So I just think that God has blinded their hearing, their sight, they're listening to the masses in order to stir up the issues in the gut of the masses, so the masses could stand up finally and be awoken to what's going on, how they've used the Trump is an angel of a different kind. You can call it what you want. He's doing his job, and his job is to expose the corruption and the waste. He's doing it very well.
You know what? And I'm not going to even talk about it from that level. But what I'm going to say is this, and hear me, especially those of you who are God-fearing people, those of you who are saints of God, listen to me. I say this all the time. There is nothing that happens in this world, on this earth, that God has not allowed or ordained. Listen, Black people, we are a nation of great men and women. We come from great stock. And one of the
we all one king. Some of y'all was peasants. Stop. I'm gonna keep telling y'all. Don't get disillusioned.
Wait, y'all don't let
y'all us wasn't no king. Everybody was a king and the queen. Who was the servant?
Right.
If all of us are king and queen,
all of us weren't kings.
If everybody was the favorite of their mama.
But I do believe that we are all a great people and a nation of great people. But what I say that to say that we are lost. We are akin right now as Black people to the Israelites. And we are wandering around in the wilderness, just lost, bumping our heads up against the wall, trying to figure it out. So people, that is where we are. And the message that God is sending, especially to Black people.
Close us out, Tyler.
Y'all know we the chosen folk, right? Don't let nobody tell you that we ain't, because we are. And so what God is saying to us, people, I'm going to have to take some stuff from you. I'm going to have to let you feel some stuff in order for you all to get back to where you used to be, to get back to the respect, to get back to the love, to get back to the unity, to get back to the creativeness, to get back to providing for our own. Those are attributes that we used to have, that we have lost. See, now the attitude is, I got mine, you got to get yours. I'm here, you got to get where I'm at. Nah, that's not the way it was meant to be. Anything that God does for us is for us to be a blessing to others. It's not for us to keep it in the hoard for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do better, Black folk. We got to do better.
Well, that's what it is. This is Intellectual Radio. If you haven't subscribed and shared, please do. We'll be back Tuesday at the same time.
You cannot handle
Tyrone Muhammad, College Trust. This is ExCons4 Trump live on Intellectual Radio. Thank you for tuning in.
You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect.